All right, guys, we're going to be taking a look at Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe, and Skip Bayless' reaction to the 42-6 Oregon versus Colorado. Colorado taking a loss, Oregon taking a win. We're going to take a look at their reactions and how they feel about Dan Lanning's comments to Colorado and Deion Sanders. And Shannon Shots touched on the tweet that's actually went viral. This girl by the name of Kyrie Steele, I believe if I pronounced her name right, what she has stated and said in the tweet was, Oregon is taking a stand for all of us, which has led into a whole race debate now.
You a racist?
And you're going to hear what Shannon Sharpe has to say about this tweet. And also stay towards the end because we're going to take a look at Cormani Mclain because he actually did get some playing time against Oregon. And we're going to get his mother's and his sister's reaction to his 2 tackles that he had. Even though he only had 2 tackles in the game, he barely did get some playing time. He does look ready in my eyes. You can't really just judge off of 2 tackles, but from what I've seen, he looks like he's ready. So I don't know exactly what's holding him back. Maybe he doesn't know the plays, or maybe he's not doing what he needs to do in practice or in the classroom. So stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and take a listen to Shannon Sharpe's reaction. And then after that, we're going to take a listen to Stephen A. Smith's shocking comments.
The Buffaloes, Coach Prime, take their first loss on the road at Oregon. And we heard Coach Lanning's, Oregon's head coach, pregame speech. They're doing what they do for clicks. We're doing what we do for wins. I don't have a problem because we've all been a part of coaches that have said things. They've made those guys on the other side look like murderers and drug dealers and whatever the case may be, whatever to get us in a fever pitch to make us want to climb a wall. Oregon should be the last team considering they got 17,000 combination of uniforms and it was all about clicks. It was all about likes because they weren't winning any games. The problem that I have, I think a lot of it is that when I started seeing on Twitter is that I think Oregon and Coach Lanning speaks for all of us, or they're doing this for the greater good. And that's coded. Here's the thing. Ocho, this goes back to probably Jack Johnson, goes back to Muhammad Ali. Black confidence drives a lot of people crazy. Oh, yeah. Because they want black people to like, you got a job, you make money, you got this position. Shh. So when Muhammad Ali spoke about it, I'm heavyweight, I'm beautiful, I'm the greatest. How dare you? You don't supposed to do that. When Jack Johnson did what he did, so they try to find ways to silence it. So when Prime says when he was, but like he said, y'all ain't competing against me, y'all competing against my team.
Teams are trying to beat me. They're not trying to beat our team. They keep forgetting I'm not playing anymore. I had a great career.
Yeah.
So y'all try to take these little personal barbs at me, and I ain't have no problem. But then he got to halftime. I hope everybody that's been watching college football still watching. I'm like, bro, really? I think Coach said it best. He says, "My confidence impacts your insecurities." So that's the crux. That's the crux of it.
They're not ready. They're not ready. Prime time is prime time, and he's big time. His team has a ways to go, particularly at that line of scrimmage. They only average 1.9 yards per carry, which is second worst in the FBS. So let's get that out the way right now, okay? What that coach Dan Lanning did, I want to make sure I highlight this for everybody. He did nothing wrong.
No.
He did nothing wrong. No. And I want Coach, I hope you're watching it when I say this. He's proven to be an exceptional coach. They were 10-3 last year. They're 4-0 now. Obviously, he's trying to make a name for himself. He convinced his team they were underdogs. They were 21-point favorites. He was talking to them like, they ain't talking about us. You know what? We underdogs. We going to go out there. We going to show them what this is. And they flat out embarrassed and annihilated Colorado. I believe this is one of the great things that could have happened to primetime Deion Sanders. This brother is obviously the most elite cornerback the game of football has ever seen. One of the greatest athletes we have ever seen, period, okay? And one of the highest quality competitors we've ever seen. He is not going to take this laying down. No. He will remember this forever. He's going to go out there. He told you and I when we were at Colorado to watch him, he's about 7 or 8 dogs away. And we know what he's talking about. He's talking about some big boys on the line of scrimmage.
O-line and D-line.
That's what he's talking about here. He didn't have that, and they got beat up, period, because they were completely undersized. That was like them. That was like me going up against you, my brother. That's what happened Saturday night. No chance whatsoever, all right? That's what happened. We get it. But if there's ever anybody that would benefit from something like this, it's going to be primetime Deion Sanders.
All right, I have tried to tell you guys for 2 weeks, there is a deep-rooted sort of a venomous vengeance that is starting to manifest itself against Deion among white coaches, and I'm not going to say they're all white because we saw what Jay Norvell did just 2 weeks ago, right?
You're right.
Okay?
Right.
It's deep-rooted and seated because Deion didn't pay any dues that they all had to pay.
Correct.
He is playing to his strengths. He is in the midst of the greatest turnaround in college football history, doing it his way. Not Dan Lanning's way, but Dan Lanning, that was venomous vengeance. That was real. I don't think he was playing just for clicks. I think he knew exactly where he was going, and he was speaking from his heart of hearts. He says, we are rooted in substance, and they are all about flash. That is not true. They have been well coached. They did not play well coached football on Saturday. But the problem was he did run with it, and it worked because Colorado got buzzsawed right in half from the opening kickoff because Oregon comes out and goes 72 yards in 10 plays and doesn't even go to third down one time. Right. And all of a sudden, it's 7-0. And all of a sudden, Shadur doesn't have time to breathe, and he goes 3 and out in about 1 minute of clock time.
So if some of you guys didn't know, Cormani Mclain did play against Oregon. He didn't get that much playing time, but he did get 2 tackles, and I do have the video clip if you guys have not seen it. So I'm going to put this up on the screen so you guys can take a look. And then also we're going to get a reaction from his mother and also his sister. And like I said earlier, just because he had 2 tackles doesn't exactly necessarily mean he's ready. But just from this possession, this play right here, it does look like he's ready, especially if he puts about another 15, 20-ish pounds. But Coach Prime knows when the time is right, and I'm pretty sure Cormani is going to get his time. He just has to wait on it. But as you see after the game, his mom tweeted out this. It says, even though they were each other's competition last night, they still love each other, and that's all that matters. Proud of y'all boys, Money and Norris high school teammates. And then his sister as well also posted a comment and then also retweeted a comment. The comment that she posted was 2 tackles. And then the comment that she reposted was, that was a big time tackle by Cormani. The kid belongs on the field. So I'm sure he will get his time to shine. We're just gonna have to see. But I really want to hear you guys' opinions on what Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe had to say about Dan Lanning's comments. Now, how I feel about the situation with Dan Lanning's comments, I don't think it was anything wrong he said at all. Because not only does it bring more eyeballs, people love competition and people love drama. At the end of the day, we knew when the game was over, they were going to respect each other. Deion Sanders showed respect and Dan Lanning showed respect as well. So feel free to leave a comment. Don't be afraid to engage. And if you guys made it through this far, I really highly appreciate you guys so much. And if you don't mind hitting the like button, that would be highly appreciated. But that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, I'm out.